Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Real Time with Prince Blue in the morning. Um, thank everybody for joining me. I hope everybody's having a good and blessed morning, healthy morning. I hope everybody is doing well. Mental health and everything is straight. But this is Real Time with Prince Blue in the mornings, and I definitely wanted to fire up an episode this morning because game two last night was absolutely bananas. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. Um Today's show we're going to talk about my reaction to the Sixers versus the Wizards game two and the popcorn incident with Russell Westbrook and the spitting incident with Trey Young in New York. Let's start with the Sixers. Man, like what else did you want? Like I feel like they dominated from beginning to the end. Dominated so much that the starters didn't even play a little bit left before the fourth quarter, then to the end of the game. That was phenomenal. For all you stat geeks that love stats, let me read off some stats to you. Tobias Harris, 19, 9, and 1, 23 minutes. Joel Embiid, 22, 7, and 3 in 26 minutes. Ben Simmons, 22, 8, and 9, 29 minutes. That's our big three. That somehow seems to get skipped over a lot for that big three over there in across the water. What's their name? I can't think of it. Oh yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. Everybody's fawning and about to blow a wide load over the Nets. Sixers got a nice big three too. They don't have cute names or nicknames or anything like that, and they're pretty damn efficient. I think those are pretty efficient numbers. And let's not even talk about how they held the Washington Wizards to 95 points last night. So we could score and we could defend. No, it ain't cute one-on-one basketball. It ain't dribble up the court, then throw it up from the logo. It's efficient, beautiful, team, well coached basketball. And what more can you want? This is not the NCAA. This isn't where style points will get you in the tournament or get you voters. You got to win the game. And I love Ben Simmons' attitude after the game. He was like, "Well, what do you want? Do you want to win the game or you want style points?" And then people automatically took that as, "Oh, he don't want to score. He just want to go along and get along." No, Ben Simmons wants to win. Let me tell you something about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is the wrong type of computer. Not the wrong type of computer. The wrong type of computer for stat geeks and casual fans because when he's coming up the court, his mind is so analytical. He's already decided that there are 10 other ways to get a bucket than him pulling up from the logo or pulling up from 30 or pulling up from 10 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet, whatever you want to call it. That's what Ben Simmons is. And when I decided that I was going to look at Ben Simmons as what he is, as far as he is a facilitator and he is a guy that is going to be comfortable in that 15 to 16 point range with 8 or 9 assists, my outlook on him has totally changed. I don't get upset. I don't get rattled. I don't get any of that. Ben Simmons played a masterful game last night. Oh, yeah. And by the way, he had to guard Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. And for you people that stat watching, you look at the end and you be like, well, Bradley Beal still has 30 something points. Those weren't all on Ben Simmons. Do you watch the game? Do you watch the game? They run so many screens and picks to get Ben Simmons off of Bradley Beal because they know. Now, when you're as talented and as special as Bradley Beal at getting a bucket, he's going to get his. He's going to get his. That's what stars do. They get theirs no matter what. That's what AI did. No matter what, 6 foot or not, in the trees, he got his. That's what they do. But Ben Simmons is a phenomenal basketball player. I didn't say phenomenal scorer. I didn't say phenomenal deep threat. He is a phenomenal basketball player. When you hear Doc Rivers talk about how Ben Simmons, you can equate to what he means to the basketball team, that's not coach talk. He means it. And when you hear Joel Embiid talk glowingly about Ben Simmons, you know why he does that? Because Joel Embiid is a big man. He's arguably the best player in the league. He's already the best big man in the league. So, what kind of a point guard facilitator do you think Joel Embiid would love to have? Would he love to have a Ben Simmons that's going to make sure he gets the ball, make sure he gets his, defend, get his on rebounds, transition, or whatever? Or you think he wants a point guard that's going to dribble, 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 pass it to Joe. He can't do nothing. Joe got to pass it back out, dribble, 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 and then shoot the ball. This is a team, and y'all need to enjoy this because I damn sure am. This is great basketball, but because of the Steph Currys of the world, the Dame Lillards of the world, the Zions and that stuff like that, y'all think if somebody's not on Sports Center every night as a highlight, then that team is boring or that team can't win against a Brooklyn Nets. There's a reason why quote unquote super teams before the Brooklyn Nets have fallen to teams, better teams. I didn't say better talent, better teams. Detroit versus the Lakers comes to mind. Remember that? Oh man, so many greats on that team. Detroit rolled over them because they had what? Defense, efficient offense, and arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time in Larry Brown, a defensive-minded coach. That's what it takes to win. Scoring 120 is cute, but when it comes time to stop stop that team from scoring, can you do it? Now, I'm not one of those fans that's so homerish that they don't acknowledge how lethal the Nets is. The Nets are very lethal. The problem with the Nets is that you have to be able to withstand when they go on those 12, 15, 20-point runs and you're like, holy crap, what happened? We was just up. Because that's what happens when you have great individual talents like that. They put stuff on you and before you know it, you're like, damn, like what happened? But you know what helps that? Stops, length, rhythm, disruption on the defensive end, hard fouls. That's what you have to be able to do. See, a lot of people get caught going bucket for bucket with the Nets. You can't. You just can't. Unless you're old school Golden State, yeah, you could go bucket for bucket, but you just can't go bucket for bucket. So you got to try to muck up the game, make it a little harder. But getting back to Washington, man, phenomenal game by the Sixers. I love the effort. Shout out to the bench. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Let me tell you something. Shake Milton, you better get your shit together. Because let me tell you something. Doc don't really fuck with rookies like that. But it's funny that he fucked with him a lot yesterday and a little bit into game one. You know why? Because he sees the energy. He sees the speed. He sees the finishing ability. He sees the fearlessness. You got a deer in the headlight look, my man. Shake, you've been in the league long enough. Like, why are you looking like a deer in the headlights? Play the game. What happened to the Shake that everybody was like, oh, sixth man of the year candidate? Get your shit together, man. Or Tyrese, listen, and we want to see Tyrese. So it's no skin off a lot of Sixer fans back. But that was phenomenal game. But man, I really want to get serious and bear with me. My headphones only probably got like 30 minutes in them. So if they go dead, just stay with me and I'm gonna just talk on my computer and hopefully there's not an echo. I forgot to charge him. Last night, Russell Westbrook went out with a lower body injury, and while he was walking through the tunnel. Oh yeah, by the way, can you share this video as much as possible? Let everybody know I'm in here because I'm about to let everybody know. I'm about to tell everybody a little something about themselves, and this message may be for them. Um, Russell Westbrook was heading back with trainers and security, and a fan, it was one fan, dumped popcorn over Russell Westbrook, and he got so upset. He got really upset, arguably so. He was ready to go up there and handle whoever did it. And immediately you saw people, and majority, I'm gonna say 98.2% of it was white people saying it was just popcorn, and they was giving other sandwich. You act like it was this, it was that, it was just popcorn. I'm gonna try to stay calm because I don't want the message to get lost in me getting angry, but I'm probably gonna get angry anyway. So fuck it. This is why I tell white people that sometimes it's as easy as black and white. Black people's triggers aren't the same as yours. Something that we will immediately think about will not resonate through you. And I say that to say this. Um, Russell Westbrook got popcorn thrown at him. Do you know that back in the day, um, slavery times, minstrel show times, when black people would perform or be entertainment, they would get stuff thrown on them either because they weren't entertaining enough, they weren't funny enough, or just to aggravate them, or just to humiliate them and embarrass them. They would get food thrown at them like they were animals. It's just that simple. Our triggers are different. So when you see popcorn get thrown on a man, a black man, a father, a husband, and for whatever exploits on the court, his attitude that on the court, Russell Westbrook is a good man. He does a lot of good things for the community. Read up on Russell Westbrook and COVID and how he treated the employees in the bubble while there and after he left. Look up all his humanitarian and his philanthropy efforts. He is a good man. He is a father. He is a husband. So when his kids see him get food thrown on him like he's a fucking animal, you tell me now if it's not a big deal. You tell me now that it was just popcorn. I just painted the picture for you. I just gave you a quick Google search history of food being thrown on black people. We think about things differently. And you can roll your eyes. You can say, oh, everything's not about race. You know what? Shut the fuck up. I say whatever the fuck I want to say, what it's about. How about that? Like, I can't tell you how to feel about the Holocaust. I can't tell you how to feel about um, mass killings, mass shootings. I can't tell you how to feel about raisin and potato salad. That's how you feel. I can't tell people, oh, it's not that serious because I don't know what is serious to you. It may be really, really serious to you. Yes, we know it wasn't nuclear juice that was wasted on Russell Westbrook. Yet and all, that is a man who's playing a game, who's putting food on his family's back, who's giving it. Say what you want about Russell Westbrook. He doesn't cheat the game. He came back after a lower leg injury and then tried to play again. Then he had another injury. And you're gonna throw food on this man? To that fan that threw that popcorn on Russell Westbrook, I hope you are found. Because let me tell you something. If I'm at any type of sporting event and somebody throws food on me, I'm going to whoop your ass. It's as simple as that. See, we get caught up in all this PC stuff. You can't say this, you can't say that. I'm going to whoop your ass. You know why? Because contrary to what some of you may think, throwing objects at people is assault. You could throw something to me to be a distraction to punch me in the face. Did you know that? I'm getting into it, Ghost Rider. I'm getting into it. Trust me. Hold on. I'm on Russell. I'm getting to it. Sometimes when you throw stuff in people's faces, it's a distraction, so something else is coming. If you throw something at me, I'm going to whoop your ass. Yes, I will be at a Sixers game, Lord willing. I will be at an Eagles game, Lord willing. If anything I'm saying or have said on Twitter that you think is good enough for you to throw something at me, spit at me, put your hands on me, I promise you, I'm going to whoop your ass. And this ain't Billy Badass talking. This is Prince Blue, husband, father, black man, human being. I'm going to whoop your ass. And I'm going to segue that into why I will really whoop your ass. To all the people that say it's just popcorn, it's not nuclear juice. We are in a pandemic, correct? See, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you, ignorant part of society, and the white people that I see that saying it's just popcorn. It doesn't stop there. You know why? Because in New York, a fan spit on Trae Young. Let me say that again. Spit on Trae Young. Do you know the most vile, reprehensible thing you can do to a man or a human being is spit on them? Do you know what's in spit? Every vile, disgusting bacteria, disease, whatever you got is in your saliva. And you just put that on another human being. You see why it's a big deal? It's not just popcorn, because it doesn't stop at fucking popcorn. If it ain't popcorn, it's fire hoses. If it ain't fire hoses, it's guns. If it ain't guns, it's spit. If it ain't spit, it's bleach. And whatever other vile thing you want to do to embarrass a human being, you spit on that young man. The same people that spit and throw popcorn are the same people that will call the police if you just walking or if you just look different. All you Karen and Chets of the world, you better wake the fuck up. Have you ever been spit on? I have. I'll tell the story again. I arrested I arrested a woman who was she was in possession of crack. She had just assaulted a man. Um I was trying to get her into handcuffs. She snatched away from me. Um She kicked me in the nuts. She spit in my face multiple times. My uniform was filled with spit. In the back of the police car, she told me that she was going to get her gang member cousin to rape my daughter and give her AIDS. All of this while I was being spit on. And I had every right to put hands on her. But I didn't because she was like 5'3" or whatever. I just, it would have just been more headache than what it was worth. And this was before police was super scrutinized. I've been spit on. I still get triggered when I see somebody spit in my presence, or somebody spit on the ground, or they spit in a handkerchief, or whatever the case they do. I still get triggered from that because I've been spit on. I am so sick and tired of when something happens to one of us, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just tired of it. So I say that to say this. If it's not that big of a deal, are you willing to risk to prove that theory when you run into the right one? Oh, I can just throw popcorn on them. It's not a big deal. I can just spit on them. It's not the big deal. Because I can guarantee you, if you was to spit on me or throw something on me, I'm going to whoop your ass. And I can articulate myself when police show up. And I got a resume that's going to help me explain my case. Are you sure you want to go there? Spit on Trae Young. And shout out to Trae Young. I don't know how you did it, bro. Shout out to you. You was being a professional. Man, I couldn't imagine if I was Trae Young's father and I saw something like that. I'm coming to find that fan. You spit on my son? Stand up and get these hands. See, the pandemic, I don't want to say the pandemic's over, but we're allowed to come out and stuff like that. And you see why they were hesitant to let us back into arenas? Because you're fucking animals. You're dumping popcorn on people, you're spitting on people, you're saying vile shit to people. I got tickets to Panthers and Eagles. I'm hoping to have tickets to a few more sporting events. I'm still going. Um, but I'm telling you, my whole attitude has changed to when I'm in a public setting or when I'm at a sporting event. Some of y'all done lost y'all damn minds. And it's as simple as that. So again, with everything that I said, tell me, is it just popcorn? I gave you two examples. It was popcorn, then it was spit. What's next? Bleach. We already did the water hose thing. Food, hot food, cold food, drinks. Man, thank everybody for joining me, and thank you for listening to my perspective. And like I said, this is just my perspective. I can only give you my feeling on things, my genuine feeling on things, and then you go into what you please. But I'm telling you, social media, just stop tweeting. If you feel like you, and I know before you press send, like, man, this shit sounds bad. Like, don't do it. or be prepared to get dealt with. It's as simple as that. This has been real time Prince Blue in the mornings. I don't want to bog everybody down. I just wanted to say my little piece on that incident, and I hope everybody be good, be safe, and respect each other. Um, just be humans. Don't be animals. All right, everybody, you be good. If you have any questions or anything, like I said, you want to add something or you want to talk offline, that's fine by me. At Real Prince Blue on Twitter, at Real Prince Blue on Instagram, or Prince Blue on Facebook. Holla at me. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know I don't hide from anything. So, all right, y'all. Be easy.